Alright everybody, it's time for an update video. And excuse me, I made one on the GoPro, but it's outdated and I haven't had time to upload it yet. So we're gonna just trash it because I think it's so outdated that everything I've updated you on in it is changed. So, but it is Friday. What day are you? You are September 28th. So it's September 28th on Friday. And I actually have to work tomorrow on Saturday, which this is the first Saturday I've worked in 2 years. Not by my choice, just by work's choice. So I can't stay out here long and do projects. And we're actually working later now. I told myself that I wasn't going to do any projects this week. I was going to take a break because I've been busting hump to get that semi done for the straw project, which was last weekend. You guys seen I did a little live stream at 6 o'clock in the morning. And every one of you that was up, whether it was while it was going on or just after, you all need to get your head checked. 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning, everybody should be asleep. I need my head checked, so by default, you guys need your head checked too. But I'll give you an update what's going on here. You can see the shop's empty because there's no truck in here. My manure spreader's in here with straw. This is chaff from the trailers that were in town. And I had to back it in here because it was going to rain. I didn't have time to spread it. So I got to clean this up, you know, because I don't have the semi in here anymore. Now the semi's got to come back in to get some work done to it. As far as getting air lines tied up and stuff, I had to get it ready for Sunday, and I managed to do that. Both trucks ran fine. I ran the red Semi International, which I call the Whore, and the Chevy, which I call the Green Goblin. I ran those. They ran perfect. Beautiful. Not a problem out of either one of them. Now, the Green Goblin is just a little bit small for the trailers, but it works perfect for what I'm doing. I have no complaints whatsoever. Dad thinks I need a bigger truck because it's not a speed demon. You can't. I think we had it up to 40 mile an hour. I could have went for more, but I didn't have enough stretch. So we're going to keep that truck. That truck has earned its keep. It's staying. It's going to get some work done to it, and it's going to become a more daily use vehicle for pulling the gooseneck and anything heavy. So the Green Goblin's going to stay. I got a gooseneck hitch I got to put on it. But I got to get the shop cleaned out because I got another project I'm going to bring in here. Now that semi is done, I can work on some of these other projects that I've been put on the back burner until I got that done. One of them being the farm all. I got to get the tank cleaned out and put back on it so I can use it. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting sick. Seems like every time we do straw, I just get sick. I want to make a stand for this. If I can point the camera at it. Make a stand for this engine. Clean it up. I want to make like a running engine stand. Now, I got this cart over here that I'm probably going to use. It's got 2 washers on it or dryers or something of Dad's. They need to go. But that's my cart. So I'm going to probably put that engine on there and make me like a control panel, like a running engine stand, you know. And to do that, I'm going to be selling some stuff. I'm selling my H. I'm going to sell the F350. And I've thought long and hard about my decision to which truck I was going to sell and which one I was going to keep. Because, you know, I've been looking to buy a new truck. Well, I've decided that I'm going to fix the F-150 and sell the F-350. The F-350 needs more work and more parts, and I have all the parts minus a couple to fix the F-150. So I'm going to hang on to the F-150 for a while. I don't really have the need for a new, bigger truck right now. That has to do with me keeping the Chevy, the Green Goblin, and putting this gooseneck plate in it. So that truck The Chevy runs great. I mean, empty, I can run 70 mile an hour down the road, and I did. I actually passed somebody in a pickup truck that was doing the speed limit, which was 60 mile an hour, and I passed them doing 70. So, that truck, it's going to get a tune-up. We're going to put some E3 spark plugs in it and give them a shot. I've never monkeyed with those. I've heard good things about them. We're going to do that and make her a little bit more up-to-date and maybe get a couple more ponies out of her. I know with the spark plugs add torque and gas mileage, so that's what we got going on there. In this video, you're going to get a sneak peek of what the next project is. You might already know about what I was talking about, but it'll be a couple part project for what we got to do to it. And the goats, some of you probably want to know about the goats. I'm selling the goats. I still have them. I'm down to 4. We had a streak of bad luck right before I went on vacation and lost 2 of them. We lost the baby and its mother. The mother I had, she was one of the first goats I got. I got 4 goats when I started my herd. And she was one of the last goats from my ag teacher's herd. I got her and 2 siblings, and his barn burnt down a couple months later, and he lost all of his goat herd. So she was the last remaining goat from his goat herd, and that was kind of special to me. You know, it had a meaning to it, that goat. She was our pet goat. So, but she ended up passing away. So did her baby. I don't know what it is, but I'm down to 3 goats, or not 3, 4 goats. We're gonna get rid of them, and maybe next year we're gonna get into cattle. Maybe miniatures. I haven't decided yet. I always wanted miniature cattle. And maybe like miniature Herefords or Lowline or Angus or Dexters. Something along that lines. Just something different. For some reason, I haven't had any good luck with goats. There's not a lot of medicines out there to treat them, and there's not a lot of, like, they get worms easy, and there's not a lot. Then once they get them, I mean, it's like overnight, and they're beyond repair. So, and my grandpa, he's always had good luck with cattle. There's a lot of medicine out there for cattle. And that's the route we're going to go, I think. Try our hand at some cattle. And with the miniatures, I can put more more per acre than I can full-size cows. And the meat should be easier to market because you can buy a whole cow, which would be equal to half of a full-size cow. And, yeah. I have an excavating job coming up I got to do, which I got to get the Chevy fitted with its hitch. That's a project going to be coming up. But I got another project that's a little bit more important that you'll see the sneak peek here shortly. I got to figure out what else I want to ramble on about. I am selling some farm machinery as well. I got to get it all lined up and put out by the road. So I'm going to be cleaning house a little bit. I'm not selling everything off, so don't freak out. I'm keeping, despite some unpopular, or not would be unpopular, despite some otherwise thought opinions of Casey, I'm going to keep the all crop, the 2 combines, the 2 gleaners. I'm going to keep the corn planter. I'm going to keep the M. I'm going to keep the C that's out there, or the Super C. This one I can't get rid of. It's not mine, so that one's staying as well. Keeping the manure spreader. Let's see. I'm keeping the little Calder mulcher I got. And I'm selling off the grain truck. I'm selling off the McCormick seed drill. I'm selling off the H. There was some other. I'm selling off the corn picker. I'm selling off that other all crop that's junk anyways. It'll probably go to scrap. We're going to sell, well, Dad hasn't decided yet, but we're talking about selling the Freightliner that he just bought. I got to make a video of that yet. And there was some other stuff. I can't remember what all I was going to sell. I might sell the combines later, but I want to tinker with them for now. Now that this semi's gone, I'll have time to work on projects. I'd like to redo this tractor. Next year at our local tractor club is International Year, and I would love to have this tractor there looking pretty. I'll have the C there, and I'd like to have the Super C going, at least just running. That might be easier said than done, but I'd like to take the M, the C with the sickle bar, and the M, I don't know, I might pull something behind it just to take there, maybe a manure spreader or something, or put the loader on it. And the C will be there with the sickle bar on it, the Super C, probably just be there. I'd like to have this truck there, not running, of course, probably. And then the big International will be there, and the Chevy will be there. But I'd like to have them there. That way I could be part of that. And everything. Oh, and I got some new stickers made. Now, if you have young children, or don't like bad words, don't look at the sticker. But I had these stickers made. Check that out. And both my trucks have them. They're actually on the trucks. They have white lettering. The lady that made them actually messed up, and she put them in black lettering, but she gave them to me anyways, free of charge, so I thought I'd slap one on there. And you can't see the red, you can't see the black on my car because the windows is tinted, but it'll be alright. And I think that's pretty much it. Nothing else I can think of. Oh, I gotta send my Milwaukee Impact back. I'm a little bit sore about this. My Impact intermittently works, and it's weird. It's put the battery in it, pull the trigger, the light will come on, but it won't spin. And I screwed around with it, threw batteries in and out of it, and I got it to work, and as soon as I had to go to use it on something, it'd quit. And I've only used that, I changed 2 tires with it, and I fixed the running gear on the hay wagon. And I went to use it on the semi, and that was all she wrote. So I gotta send that in and get a new one or something. I'm really bitter about that. Oh, excuse me. Still got those to tinker with. That'll be a project for a different day. I gotta get that fuel tank put together. That's been sitting around for a while. Get the barn cleaned up. What a disaster. It takes a lot to do that straw project that we did. Now, the straw project went pretty good. Really good, I thought, in the morning. Now, in the afternoon, I didn't get much video. I'm going to let you know right now, I didn't get much video as much as I was planning on. Because in the morning, it's dark. And in the afternoon, it's always rush, 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 because we got to get the streets opened up. Well, I thought we'd be able to get some good video. I gave Chris the camera to shoot video, and we were short-handed. We had about 45 kids in the morning to help put the straw down, and we probably only had 20. Now, out of those numbers, you take that in half, and that's how many kids actually work. The ones that I say don't work, they're good for about 5 bales, and then they're tired. And by 5 bales, I mean over a course of like 3 hours. But you don't expect much. You can't expect much. They're high school kids that would rather be doing other things. They're not getting paid for it. They get fed. We donate money to the FFA for their scholarships. And so we had like 20 kids in the afternoon. And we actually had to park one of the trucks, and I had to help load. We had to call in parents to help load. And that's the first year we've ever had this problem. Now, I knew as the years would go on, the labor would kind of dwindle, but it happened all at once, and it was all in the same day. It was quite shocking the way it turned out. But we got it done. We ended up leaving a whole semi-trailer load worth of straw on the side of the road. The city picks up any busted bales or anything, so we talked to them, and they were fine with letting us leave it there. It was stuff we were going to replace anyway, so it's not going to hurt us, so we'll have to bale more next year, which we were planning on. We got one more trailer to empty out, and then all the straw will have been baled in the last 2 years. 3 years. No. 2 years. So, and then after a couple years of that, we'll have to slowly replace that straw. But it was definitely interesting the way things went this year. So, sorry that there's going to be a lack of video. I mean, I got some pictures that people have taken that I can post so you can kind of get the idea of what we do. Basically, my part of this is I take care of the straw and the trucking. The FFA chapter takes care of the labor. So, you see me bale the straw, move the trailers, and I help orchestrate what kids do and supervise. I drove a truck this year, Dad drove a truck, and the ag teacher supervised, Chris supervised, I supervised a little bit, and let's see. Although I gotta pat myself on the back because I've never driven a semi with a trailer before. You guys know that I've got the Paystar. I've run it up and down the road a bunch of times out of trailer. We got the single axle dump truck. I've pulled it with a trailer, but that's a pull behind trailer and it's short. I've never pulled a 53-foot trailer before. Saturday night, the night before we do all this straw, is the first time I ever pulled a trailer. Now I backed one around in the field. That's easy. You got 40 acres to turn one. I pulled it from the farm to the house in town. Well, to the school, because the school's right across the road. So to leave here to go to there, I pulled straight out, kind of onto the road like that, and there's one corner, 2 corners, and 3 corners. I made 3 corners. Now there's plenty of room to make them corners. In town, we're talking, I think the one road's like a single lane alley. We got to put trailers down. And the other one we got to turn onto. So I was a little nervous. I had Dad with me when I drove from the farm to the house in town. The next morning, I did not. I was all by myself. I had Chris, I take that back. But Chris doesn't have his CDL. I don't think he's ever pulled a big trailer like that. I could be wrong. I think he might have pulled his Works lowboy. But anyways, I didn't hit nothing. I didn't hit nothing. I had to go up on one curb when we were turning, picking the straw up, because the corner is so sharp. It's one of them single lane alleys, and I would have hit the stop sign, but I had them close the door on the trailer, and that was just enough to clear it. I didn't touch the stop sign once the door was closed. So, I'm proud of myself. I moved 3 trailers in the morning, and I moved 4 trailers at night, because we have 7 trailers total. And I didn't hit nothing. I'm proud of myself. Now, it'll probably be different on a normal day because there won't be as much. There'll be more traffic on a normal day. When we're doing this, we started at 4:30 in the morning, and we got done at 11:30 or something. Yeah. Now we didn't go all day. We start at 4:30. The straws all put down, and we're done by 8 o'clock, 8:30. When we pick up, we started at 6:30 this year. We were done by 11:30. We started later this year. The races ran longer. So, and in between pickup, or in between set down and pickup, I do maintenance on stuff, sweep the trailers out, anything along that lines that needs to be done. This year I actually took a nap in between and did some stuff because everything went smooth and nothing really need taken care of. So we got a few bugs to sort out for next year as far as labor and making things easier for the labor so kids don't get tired out as bad. But it was a good year. I wish I could get video for you guys because it is kind of a neat thing. It's something you don't, as far as I know, you don't ever see it. and it's the unknown part of the fair. Nobody sees that part. So, but anyways, I keep rambling on. They're going on 20 minutes. So, thanks for watching. This is the update. There'll be... Oh, there's a mouse. Oh, you missed it. Oh, look, there he is. See him? Look. I hate mice. I hate them. I'm gonna get the poison out. It's the time of the year again. But, this is the update. I will post the videos that I have taken. Like I said, we've been working over at work, and I wasn't going to do any projects. Well, I was going to make videos. This was my week. I was going to make videos and post them, and he's been working late. So, they'll be coming out. I figured out where the video editor is on my phone since it updated. That's why I'm recording this on my phone. And so on and so forth. So, thanks for watching, and enjoy the little teaser of the next project.